move out the way, homie, this is my sky. Smoke in the air and I'm sitting down in it. I got a blunt and I'm adding more with it. Smoking all day till I'm smoked out. Smoking all day till I'm smoked out. Smoking all day till I'm smoked out. Till I'm smoked out. Till I'm smoked out. Green weed is what I'm hitting on. Going to the sky to find a cloud that I can get up on. Green weed is what I'm hitting on. Going into the sky to find a cloud that I can get up on. I wake up with a blunt right in my midst. Hydro in the air, look like it's mist. A Hoover that buys his own weed don't exist. Fire flame is the only thing my homie gets. I be elevated like I'm up in an elevator. My regular is fire flame, you can ask the regulators. I'm flying in the sky, marijuana is the navigator. I'm on a new bag, rolling up more and roll some for later. Green weed is what I'm hitting on. Going to the sky to find a cloud that I can get up on. Green weed is what I'm hitting on. Going into the sky to find a cloud that I can get up on. Big bag of weed look just like a purse do. Hydro to only get me high and quenches my thirst too. Smoke got a stoner coughing, it's like the bird flu. But I still got putting dabs on the blunt, they increase the Turk presence. I'm smoking the whole bag until it turns to resins. Getting way high up is my chill spot. Who was think that they can smoke, but they will not. Green weed is what I'm hitting on. Going to the sky to find a cloud that I can get up on. Green weed is what I'm hitting on. Going into the sky to find a cloud that I can get up on.
Thanks for rolling up to Bill Morley, and this is Certified Pothead. Hitting on Super Sour Diesel cart from Verano. This came from a dispensary down here in Florida and shit. You got some red pyramid jail tag with 100 with gold flake, 100 hit. Alright. My motherfucking battery. Battery just died on that, bro. You about to roll up these sky high papers and shit. These shits they decent and shit. I'm gonna do a proper review on them, but we ain't worrying about that right now and shit. I was trying to figure out what we gonna get into and shit. So I'm thinking this shit we watch it we go to Periscope Films and watch some shit from Periscope. We ain't been over there watching nothing from Periscope in a minute. What's good, Jay?
If I wake up breathing in weed, then I'm straight.
I'm good with you, bro.
Got the circumference of a plate. Hydroponics like I'm jumping in the lake. Get off my cloud, I'm shutting the gate. Smoke in the air.
Alright, let's get ready to jump into this joint.
Gonna put me up higher. Two more after that will get me in the space. To get me this high, 2 blunts is all it takes. The man on the moon is my butler, that's Eugene. Lighting up blunts and thunders from these 2 things. Blunt filled up with only Mary. Sometimes flying this high gets scary. Hellified high is my post up homie keep a bunch cause I smoke.
All right, BC.
Weed y'all get ain't close to what I got. There's no rules to say if I can float up here or not.
All right, BC. We about to. What's good, Rose? We about to jump into this. There we go. Trying to make that shit a better song. I guess that can work, bruh. All right, BC, you about to watch this. 1919 talking about get weed, drugs and shit. Brain, so you got some Tesla ecstasy drinks? I ain't fucking with no ecstasy for a long time. Yeah, last time I took any type of ecstasy joint, that shit 12 years ago. I jump into this joint, bro. Narcotics or drug use. This is so, bro. All right, narcotics, the decision. This is sped up a little bit too, so we can like kind of move through it, kind of. And even with it sped up, this shit got a long ass intro, bruh.
Man, Homo sapiens. He is born into the world, but that is merely his beginning. At birth, the complex machine of man is built. Yet to function, that machine requires still further development, a matter of years of learning and practice to create knowledge and skills. These are stored in the brain, the nerve center, which controls the body as well as the mind.
Yeah, so they start off describing humans. And particularly, they're working on the brain. I'm thinking what this is going to be about how drugs fuck your brain up, bro.
The end result of all things stored, a human being, unique, independent, individual. With the start of life, the automatic functions of the body are set in motion by that part of the nerve center which controls them. Thus, the heart beats, the baby breathes. As life continues, the child sees, learns to recognize objects, color, light, and darkness.
Alright, just talking about regular biology and shit.
Tastes, feels. And as he grows, he learns to use his body. He walks, runs, feeds himself, throws a ball, works machinery, drives a car.
Okay.
All through the process of growing and living, he gains knowledge, learns right from wrong, learns to live with other people, develops inhibitions that protect him from himself.
I don't know if y'all understand the picture of this brain like this, right? In the 1960s and shit, they thought that the brain was a computer.
Depends upon the sum total of all the knowledge and skills that time and experience has.
The brain ain't a computer.
Much of this depends upon what the individual himself decided to put there for his own use.
The brain is doper than a computer.
Doctor, secretary, scientist, truck driver, thief, swindler, skid row bum. This is determined in the years of living. It is not fated at birth. For in the beginning, God. There is laughter and hope.
God, y'all bring God into this straight up the back.
But for this girl, the laughter will die, the light will fade. For this is the story of a junkie, a hype. It is the beginning of an 18-year.
Yeah, oh shit! They started off telling the story of a junkie from a baby. Come on now, bruh.
She begins making the decisions that will shape her future.
Let's see where this go, bro.
Mother? Mom? Sorry, I won't be able to get home to dinner again tonight. Forgot about the club meeting. Plenty in the refrigerator. Father called. He'll be home next week. See you tomorrow. Mother.
Hey, I think we might have seen this, bro. This seems
and sometimes they become mixed and entwined with emotions that distort and destroy the
familiar. I think she gonna like find, yeah, she finds her parents is alcohol and then start smoking cigarettes.
She is hungry and eager to grow into the cherished dream of adulthood, but that goal is unchanneled. The adult tools which are available symbolize for her the arrival into the grown-up world, a dream world where dependency is ended. And adding appeal
if that's a teenager, bro, that actress look 23, 20, 27.
Narcotics addiction frequently follows a pattern of gradual use of different drugs.
Like, yeah.
These are barbiturates.
These are all extreme adults trying to pretend to be children. You ever seen that movie? What was that movie? Scary movie.
Barbiturates are sometimes taken in conjunction with amphetamines or pep-up pills such as benzaprine and dexapine.
It was the Wayne brothers and shit where they
struggles to maintain a state of normal reaction.
They did that joke, bro, where they was fucking
once in the system,
30 acting like they were high schoolers.
A dulling curtain shades reality. Thought becomes slow, confused, and judgment is defective.
Yeah, what's that? Is they on weeds right now, bro?
Walking lacks normal coordination. Other motor areas are
that's just drinking.
Tremors often result. The senses are affected. The eyes oscillate involuntarily, and it becomes difficult to hold a fixed position. If pep-up pills are taken at the same time, opposing forces attack the brain. Instability increases in both thought and action. Both drugs are physically dangerous. The addict can feel high, confused, for he has drugged and distorted the knowledge.
Talking about smoking cigarettes to get you like that?
Escape.
What kind of drugs are they talking about?
She has found a crutch to see her through her difficulties, instead of facing up to them and learning to cope with them. She has made her decision. In time,
start doing reefers.
The crutch will grow. She will search for something different. Something better. Jive, marry, pop, tea. Technically.
Okay, there go the reefers right there. That's a big ass plant, bro.
Though often packed in real tobacco cans, this dangerous drug.
That's a ugly. Oh, bad that weed.
Are easily recognized alongside a tobacco cigarette. Marijuana is consumed in its own special way. It is not smoked by accident. Thus, the novice being taught how to use the drug by a pusher has made her own decision, and another step toward hell is taken.
Why they keep on
marijuana enters the blood through the lungs. The drug
saying decision like that, bro?
The effect comes quickly, with the drug attacking first the area in which learned behavior is stored. A cloud forms, hazing out the years of conscience, inhibitions, judgment. The user loses the protection of experience and common sense. The attack continues, moving in upon the area of the senses. Sight and sound and touch become distorted. With continued use, the drug will work deeper into the areas controlling the automatic body functions. And
they say all that shit from weed, bro. I ain't experienced none of that shit from weed that he talking about.
Things as they appear to his clouded mind, and not as they really are.
Like I be blowed on dank, but I don't be what the fuck he just described. Like where the fuck, like yo. I smoked for a long ass time, bro. I never thought of a goddamn curb as being a clip.
Action appears slow. Danger is ever present. Users form a tight and frightened society of their own. Their code is secrecy and suspicion.
Oh yeah, we remember this. They about to go to the Who Scout.
The marijuana smoker, unlike most other narcotic users, prefers company when smoking the drug. Thus, so-called tea parties are common events.
Why they call them shits tea party, bro? Yo, I never called smoking weed a tea party.
The drug, the pusher offered. The novice begins to feel the need for the marijuana. The pusher knows the free ride is over. He has a paying customer. She has come to depend more and more on the escape offered by the drug. To face each new problem, she needs the crutch. She searches him out. She needs one now. She's way down, demanding mental craving. The deal is set. The buy is made. But she needs a place to consume.
Yo, you don't get those from weed, bro.
Part of her life now. Earlier, the pusher sold reefers to the group now gathered in the alley. He was their connection. He tells the girl of the tea party now in progress, and she goes eagerly to join in.
Oh yeah, we seen this joint, bro. She about to.
Addiction offers peculiar enforcement problems. For police
She about to.
officers,
Bruh.
but the victims are the users. Here, a car secluded in a dead-end alley.
Flat foot ass cop.
Enforcement officers. They move in to investigate. The bust is made. Swift arrest.
She was about to try to slide through.
Yet paradoxically, arrest might have been her only hope. For in the world of narcotics, there are no real escapes, only endings. Again, she is faced with a decision. But now her decision is twisted by her membership in the Society of Addicts. She hurries to warn the others of the arrest. The apprehension of any member of the group sets off panic among the others. They know that a single narcotics arrest
He out of here.
a chain of other arrests. The pusher, the owner of the malt shop and a heroin addict, who also sells the stuff, confer. The marijuana pusher gives his supply to the girl, convincing her that she won't be suspected. In reality, he is putting her into jeopardy to protect himself. If they're caught, she'll have the evidence and he'll be clean. And they run, leaving the frightened girl with the T on her person. The heroin addict sees his chance. He offers the girl a place to hide, a place where she'll be safe. In her fear, she accepts. But one victim has cooperated. The chain reaction begins. In the depths of the city,
So hold on. What is he about to?
His surroundings is driven by fear. It is a typical dwelling of a hype. He needs only a roof. All other money must serve for the most important thing in life, heroin.
This is not typical, bruh.
Behavior approaching.
Now, it's not to say that this didn't happen and shit, but it's not typical.
The door, pulls blinds, and checks other rooms to assure himself that he is not being watched. Assured of safety, he turns his attention now to the girl. His first move is to calm her and gain her confidence.
Did he get that weed?
Last a stick or two. This is the first step in his cautious plan. His real goal is to introduce her to heroin. This is a typical operation. Get a few girls hooked and dependent upon him for their daily ration of stuff. In return, they work for him, usually as prostitutes. Thus, they get their heroin, and he has an income. The hype is long past receiving.
Jesus Christ, bro! Now that's actual factual. That shit was how it was going down. I don't know if this 52-year-old was pulling this shit on this 38-year-old though.
Officers close in on the marijuana pusher. His planned escape with more of his merchandise is cut short. He tries to lose the evidence, but without success. And the enforcement net begins to close on the upper echelons of the criminal ring. But even as officers strike at the heart of the problem, a new victim is being lured into the trap of addiction. She can be led now, ready to go along. Casually, he introduces the idea of something stronger, real kicks. He is careful to imply that it's only for himself. The marijuana has taken her beyond the protection of normal fear. The outfit, the addict's closest companion. He will usually keep several hidden in different locations. It sometimes consists of a hypodermic syringe, but more often a medicine dropper substitute. The needle, a spoon, and a small wad of cotton. All sanitary precautions are ignored. And hypes often contact venereal diseases, tetanus, hepatitis, and other infections transmitted into their blood by a dirty needle. 3 caps. He chooses 2 for his own fix, saving 1 in the hope that his plan succeeds. He plays on her. To prepare the solution, he first empties the contents of the caps into the spoon. Heroin comes at a high price.
Why are they showing this like this?
The hype, anything spilled must be retrieved.
Yo, I gotta do a disclaimer, bro. Do not do this shit that you watching on TV right now, bro. Yo, matter of fact,
He leads her step by step into participation, depending upon
yo,
the
don't do this shit, bro.
fun game.
This is not a fucking learning session, bro.
Her through the cotton.
This is a say no to drugs intervention type.
For what small quantity of the drug they contain. The pop is ready, and the needle is put in place.
Yeah, yo, fuck that shit, bro. Nope.
Preparations for the actual shot are normally made in a matter of a few seconds. He usually ties the tourniquet with his teeth and one hand. Now, though, he asks for help, thus making her participate, drawing her in, preparing her. Her normal reaction would probably be fear, perhaps revulsion.
But you trying to say that because she on dank, she... Fuck that, bro. Yo, if you ever in any situation where a nigga so he can shoot up, bro, you better bounce on that nigga. You better call the cops on that nigga. You better call the cops fast as fuck on that nigga.
He finishes with a flourish, minimizing the unpleasant aspects. And he builds his feeling, the real kicks. But nobody wants to get high by himself. Why doesn't she fly with him? He can fix her a little pop. Another decision. But this time the facts are distorted and blurred. Now in custody.
Yeah, she ain't doing that shit. Ain't nobody just gonna be like,
he knows a hype.
yeah, I'm doing that shit, bro. Fuck that.
He gives the his arrest, the addict pusher is like a
bro.
mugshot. This is the crucial moment.
Addicts are real, bro. So I guess some people is, bro, but you wouldn't be able to get me to do no shit like that.
He uses a common argument. Only squares get out. Be an occasional user, chippy. Just take a puff when you want something to take you out of this world. The idea entices her. A real escape. Curiosity, participation.
Nah, yo. Nah, go home, let it.
The chain pattern of arrests.
Go home, let it.
Narcotics cases continues. The careful gradual introduction nears a payoff. When no needle is available, an addict may cut the vein with a razor blade and literally pour the stuff in with the bare dropper. With the needle well inserted, the drug is injected. The main line. Here the blood indicates that the
Worst thing in the world, bro.
This is the high point in this secret and distorted society, dedicated to self-destruction and the beginning of the final chapter in the 18-year journey into hell. The effects will begin almost immediately. For the drug travels quickly with the flow of blood to the brain.
That's the worst, bro.
Act almost simultaneously, for heroin is a total cerebral and spinal depressant. All activity in the nerve center slows down. Even the automatic body function.
You're gonna be stuck in time.
Other drugs distorted reality. Heroin blocks out the outside world, leaving the addict in a world of his own. In a short time, the brain adjusts to this new subjective world. This world of slow motion, of dull lights and soft sounds. It's a colorless world, gray and drab, without feeling or sensations. The pupils of the eyes contract. A feeling of drowsiness sets in. The brain can no longer cope with the normal world of sound and light and feeling. Out of this world? In truth, it is the beginning of the end. For of all those who dare to take this treacherous journey on the main line, less than 2% ever return. Another addict, the convert of a former day, is in need of a fix. She gives the knock known to her supplier. The evidence is quickly rolled into the cloth and placed on the girl's lap. If it should be a raid, the stuff would be in her possession, not his. Even though the intruder is one of his girls, she is not welcome. She could smash the plan that has gone so well until now. But she is in the first stage of withdrawal. A fix is imperative. He must take the chance. In his favor, the new conquest is beyond rational thought and reason. Normal human emotions are in a void. Even though she knows the horror that awaits the novice, another girl means more money for the group and less work for her. Withdrawal begins.
They can you see slap and tickle rolled up in the grape game. There you go.
Returns toward normality.
Grape game slap, bro. Slap and tickle. That sound like that might be some dank. What's the parents of that?
The mere cold advances to flu symptoms. The addict soon comes to learn. When the symptoms appear, a fix is the one. Within a few hours, the body will be helpless. Nausea, violent coughing, and retching join the pattern. But now, even in the midst of misery, a smile to the novice. A smile plucked from a memory in the vague past. For each victim of this slavery, once knew freedom.
Engaged. A happiness I couldn't accept. How many times in these years have I wondered why I rejected all that? To taste life, excitement, kicks. And then the night I got high, the pattern was cut. And now never to go back. Never to return.
Terrible. You say grape pie and GMO? Shit, I know that shit probably smooth, bruh. Yeah, that shit probably smooth. GMO is one of my favorites, recent danks and shit because they got that stank that sit around. You cut that with some grape. Yeah, that shit should be some flame, bruh.
He knows that activity will only tend to increase the sick feeling, but he chooses that over letting her witness withdrawals. The addict, in the midst of withdrawal from the drug, is in a race with time. Each minute is another step toward helplessness. Moving in to apprehend the addict and small-time peddler, officers miss their target.
Yo, Rose, these dudes is kind of like making a lot of this shit up, and then like I've heard heroin's crazy, and they just showing you the worst effects of that, and I don't think that they bullshitting. Oh, she tries to eat that shit.
Basic laws of hell in which they exist. The place is searched for other occupants. The doors of hell swing wide open to draw the addict in as she continues to kick. The physical tortures grow with each minute, for the body's demand for heroin is no mere desire, but a drive.
She telling on everybody, bro.
That cannot be satisfied except with the drug itself.
Yeah, I don't know what's up, Kill. They
For medical purposes.
They playing with me and shit. We gonna keep it running. And try to figure out a way around it. Hopefully the live stream to be able to stay up. And that way we'll get around them and shit.
But in time the vein will collapse, and the hype generally ties off further and further down the arm. As the entire vein becomes impossible to tap, the other arm is used. Then the search for other veins begins. Scar tissue like this forms on the veins after continued use, creating a snake or track.
That shit is crazy, bro.
In the fingers, and and even between the toes.
That shit look ugly.
An arrested addict will often try to scratch or burn the scars, since they can be used in evidence against them. No one else inflicted these wounds. It was her own decision. One in the long road of decisions that led her to deform and disfigure her own body.
How is you shooting up down this bit? God damn, man, you can try and use everything available.
Continues to lift, and every normal experience is agonizing. Yawning joins the pattern of nausea and retching. Vicious pains begin to grow in the spine and quickly spread into the limbs. Addicts describe these pains as being worse than having the limbs torn off.
Yeah, I've heard people describe this.
Sudden chills sweep over the entire body. Anyone witnessing withdrawals is torn with compassion, but she is beyond the help of these officers. Retching grows worse. Vomiting begins. The chills are suddenly displaced by raging heat. The body feels as if it is literally on fire.
That lady is acting, if she's not really going through heroin withdrawal, she acting real good. So that shit look like she's in the goddamn
Will suffer another 3 to 5 days.
hell
Day
pit.
or night before the racking pain begins to subside. This is the root of its compulsion. A compulsion to lie, cheat, steal, even kill to avoid the long-living hell of withdrawal.
They say withdrawal the worst, bro.
The seeds of addiction blow in the silent wind, and those seeds have taken new root in this girl. She has escaped detection. She drifts on, carrying the problem with her, treading the final steps of her 18-year journey into hell. She is not free, but bound in slavery to the drug. It is the sum total of her life, her experience, her
Stealing
life,
shit,
her-
selling shit.
All the industry of living is devoted
Oh,
to
for
money.
just a little tiny.
Nothing else in life has meaning. She will sell all her possessions and finally herself in her drive for drugs.
Old ass $10 bills.
So that larger and larger daily quantities are required to satisfy the physical demand. The cost of the
Where'd she
habit
get that gun from?
$75, $100 a day are needed to keep going. She will resort to any ends, and even murder becomes preferable to the constant overhanging threat of withdrawals. It comes in time. And the young girl whose own decision was escape from the burdens of normal living becomes an entry on a police.
Now she done murdered somebody.
She's hooked, a junkie, hype. There is no future. Soon the cold symptoms will commence, the growing tortures of long sleepless days and nights. And a hype knows better than anyone that this is the last of hope. This is the end of the world.
That's ugly, bruh. That's ugly, bruh. Yo, narcotics, bruh. Don't make that decision, bruh. To do it. According to this video, bruh, you smoking dank, bruh. You on the road, bruh. You like 2 puffs away, bro. That would end up being a hype and shit. Go to bed, lobby, go through convulsions and shit like little lady was. I'm holler at y'all, bro. Down to Memorial. It was good, camp. I'm about to slip, chill with my wife and shit. I'll be on Friday with Wiz and shit though. You say those vanilla backwoods is out. You old shit. I ain't see them shits yet, camp. Store. I talked to a couple of different stores and shit about trying to find them shits. If I can't find them, I'm gonna do the live blunt reviews on them shits. So I am gonna be posting a couple more and shit. Like I should be able to do fine with like this pumpkin cream King Palm, because that's not like, I mean, there's no tobacco, no nicotine, so I should be able to, do this and shit. So we gonna try to post some of those and shit. Yeah, bro. I'm gonna slide, bro. I'll let y'all with that. Flat.